What's going on there, YouTube? Back again on the ramp truck. First thing I'm going to do, I got a drive shaft finally. I filmed a little video a week ago, and I forgot I had bought this carrier bearing. It's a Lesu semi-truck carrier bearing. Oh, battery's charged. And I tried to make a two-piece drive shaft since I had two pieces, but this was as short as I could make it, and I didn't feel like chopping up two perfectly good drive shafts, so I just gave up on that and ordered this. Is, I don't know, GDS Racing. They sell them on eBay. It's pretty solid feeling stuff. It's all metal. It's got a like a MIP looking joint on it. So I don't know. It was like, I don't even remember how much it was. It was fairly inexpensive. I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks. And it had them. They have them in every kind of length combination. So I needed 130, 125, something like that. This goes 107 to 145. So hopefully it's not too far. Looks like it'll be solid. So I'm gonna get this thing installed, and then we'll look at adjusting those front body mounts. And I want to get the bed on and get this thing out for a test drive, because I'm curious what kind of speed we're going to get. It is just to me, a CAN motor that I did swap on there a couple videos ago. And yeah, I don't know, through that old R2 transmission, or R1, I don't even remember how old that one is. It's the old original RC four-wheel drive transmission. It is usually they're very, very low geared, so I only had one set of gears for that, and I think they were the lowest, so that's why I opted to go with a faster motor. But one thing I got comments the last time I used this. This is Loctite. It is not red, it is blue. It says blue on it. It's just in a red bottle. I don't know why they did that, but that's what they did. Somebody was worried I would never get my drive shafts off because I was using red Loctite. It's like, no. Oh, come on. Gotta turn this thing the right direction. Slide it on there. It's almost just not long enough. Once it's aired up, though, it's a nice distance. So I gotta turn that shaft. It's kind of tedious. I probably would have had better luck doing this from the underside, but I can't get to anything in here. Let's see what we can do here. We'll just see if we can at least grab the transmission. Yeah, there we go. Turn the whole thing. Alright. Drive shaft in. That easy. Just took a week to get here. It was from a US seller, though, so it didn't take terribly long. I didn't have to wait for it to come from China. I think that'll work. It's got a little slop in it all the way down, but we're not going to be doing anything. Air it up. It moves in about 5 millimeter. And yeah, it's not giving me any issues. So let's take a look at the front body mounts. Alright, so I just took a file and made the holes a little taller, hoping that works. Just need it to move up a little bit. It was sitting just a little bit lower in the front than in the back. I hate how this goes together, having to hold the grill and everything, but it's the cleanest way. That way there's no ugly screws exposed on the outside. Just makes it a pain in the butt to get it on here. So I think that did the trick. It might still be a little bit higher in the back, but it raised it up enough that the tires have the room they need now, so it's not putting it in as big a bind. So I guess we're going to run without the hood too, since I haven't permanently attached it either. Just a shakedown run, first test run of it. Alright guys, so you saw there in the driving video, things didn't work out. The Apache body is too narrow, and there's no way to narrow the front end of this anymore. I've already cut down and sectioned the axle, and with the steering and suspension links and all that, there's just no way to make it narrower. So, solve that problem with going with a square body. If you remember back, I was planning on using this on my Trail Finder 2 long wheelbase, but the bed was already made. Pun not intended. I don't even know where I've got the bed sitting at. It's around here somewhere, but the bed was already made for the first chassis that I did, and it was off a little bit. It was set up for the Jalan 2 D110 chassis that I had converted to work with this body. And the wheelbase was slightly different than the Trail Finder 2 long wheelbase, so there's no way to fix it short of doing a whole nother body. So it's no big deal. We'll use this on the ramp truck. I really like the old 50s cab, but it's been problematic from the start just because of the narrow width of it. But this will be cool. We've got a full interior. I've got all the lights, door handles, everything, windows for this truck. Just got to overcome some new problems. So I did a little work off camera, and I've got the cab actually mounted. I made a rear mount, and I completely redid the front mount, and it is attached to the body. It uses some screws that go in through the body and into the grill shell, and in the back I made an aluminum plate, cut some notches in the chassis so it slides down in between the rails, sticks out underneath it, and slides in the spot. Works pretty well. But the only issue now is the cantilever system in the front is too tall. And I've already lowered it down to the lowest mount. I had that adjustable mount that I made, and it was on the third hole, and now it's all the way down on the first hole, and it still does this when I air it up in the front. Pops the hood off. The bed's not bolted down right now. That's why it kind of moves when it goes up. So we're back to the same problems. We fixed one problem by causing old problems again. But this body is a fair bit wider. I actually had to put wider hexes on the front, but I've got full room for steering, and it will even turn completely aired out as well. There's plenty of room inside that big old truck, and it is running. Got it aired out so it won't roll, but so it is running and driving, and now we just have to figure out how to get the hood on. My first thought was that's pretty narrow. We could make a cowl hood and raise up to this intersection. That way it would allow more clearance. I don't know what excites me less, doing more suspension re-engineering or trying to do body work like that. So, I don't know. I've been working on this for like 3 hours. I know I didn't film any of it. It's just been tedious stuff. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work out. But, yeah. I don't know what to do. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. The cowl hoods have kind of gone out of style, I think. But, I don't know. We'll figure out something. But anyways, appreciate y'all watching. Hope this turned out to be a short video. I've got a lot of time in it, but again, not a whole lot of stuff worth filming. But, you know, the challenge continues. Anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Keep it scale.